Welcome once again to the Fiscal Philosophy YouTube channel. My favorite stock that I hate to love, love to hate, Medical Properties Trust, has announced that they will be doing their earnings conference call on February 27th. That is 1 week from today at 11 a.m. If you want, let me know in the comments below if you would like for that to be live streamed and covered on the channel. There was one other item that had some scuttlebutt to it regarding the dividend, and there's been some speculation, and of course, different people are saying different things. There's also something to do with the credit rating that has come out. So let's dive right into those 2 points and think about how they might affect the upcoming earnings. So when MPW takes on debt, there's generally a lot of fine print and covenants that they have to agree to in order to satisfy the lenders. And in this case, what we have here is a sort of restriction, and unfortunately, it's in what you would call legalese, all right? But it's basically saying they will not and will not permit any of their subsidiaries to directly or indirectly declare or pay any dividend or make any distribution on or with respect to capital stock. And so that is basically telling people, something might be happening with the dividend. They did just declare their ordinary dividend of 8 cents per share not long before this came out. However, there's a proviso in there that pertains to REIT status. So this is possibly the one out in the whole thing, that the restriction shall not apply to the following: any distribution or other action that they believe in good faith is necessary to maintain status as a REIT. So REITs, of course, have to distribute a certain amount of the income that would otherwise have been taxable. Otherwise, they're just a C Corp and subject to corporate taxes. They don't want to be subject to corporate taxes, so they have to keep a certain level of distribution. Now, the question is, in my mind, is the 8 cents that they pay now the amount that they think they need to pay going forward to meet that minimum bar to stay as a REIT, like, safely and not potentially fall out of REIT status? Now, it could also be that there's some wiggle room to where they could actually, at least temporarily, completely suspend the dividend and still be a REIT. There might be some grace or something, some leeway time-wise for them to come back into the requirements without actually losing their REIT status. So there's a lot of what ifs with this in my mind, because I'm not a subject matter expert on the specific statutes that have to do with REIT status. And also, I don't know what portion of their rental income would be taxable, considering a lot of like the losses and depreciation and stuff that they have. So these are all very prudent questions that I hope get answered or addressed on the conference call in a week. If they don't, and if the analysts don't ask any decent questions, I'm going to be pretty disappointed, to be 100% honest with you. So it's no secret that S&P Global has a bit of a negative view or outlook of MPW. I think it was a bit over 1 year ago now, maybe a year and 3 months, a year and 2 months, something like that. They downgraded their credit rating, and people are saying, oh, they're downgrading them again. Well, what specifically it looks like is getting downgraded on this is the recovery rating on the senior unsecured notes being revised from a 4 to a 3. And hey, I get it. On the surface, there's definitely some things that you would think a credit rating agency would find concerning, even still at this point. The steward situation didn't go like ridiculously well, obviously, and they've got some uncertainties with another tenant now, though much smaller than steward on the whole. And they literally just had to raise money at much higher interest rates in order to pay off near-term maturities and push them back to 2032. And from S&P Global's perspective, there's still some more debt coming due in the next 24 months. And if they have to do more debt at these higher rates, like it's not wonderful, So I get why S&P Global would be sort of a little bit more negative, especially on the unsecured debt at this point. But that is not, the whole story. Obviously, there's more to the company than their credit rating, and S&P Global, I think, probably has to be somewhat conservative. They can't just say, okay, you're investment grade now after all of the turbulence that has gone on recently. At the end of the day, I think we need to see real improvements in the underlying performance of the business, rental income coming in as expected and growing, in order to alleviate a lot of these issues with, for example, the credit rating agencies, the short sellers, etc. Thank you once again. If you made it to the end, hit the like button for the algorithm, subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments if you want me to try to live stream the earnings next week. Also, my Discord is linked in the description. My X or Twitter account is Mr. Macho Mog. Join me. Let's talk about stocks. I enjoy this stuff. Love doing it every day. Take it easy, everyone.